Hey people, you're welcome back to my channel, Woman of Secret Place. Thank you for having me once again, and thank you to all my subscribers. I do not take it for granted. I implore you, if you have not subscribed already to this channel, please do so. Do not forget to share, do not forget to comment, like, give it a thumbs up. Do all that you can do to support this channel, okay? Together we can do this. Thank you so much. So without further ado, let me just dive right into what I have to talk about today. So today I am going to be talking about how I overcame compromising situations. I had just finished NYSC. NYSC is National Youth Service Corps, right? It's a program in Nigeria where you're done from the higher institution, university, you are supposed to serve your fatherland. Okay, so this is a program put together by the federal government for you to serve your fatherland. So I was done with NYSC, unemployed. I didn't have any source of income. I was just living the day as it came. Okay, the only thing I had was that I had a room over my head. In case you're thinking, okay, did you not save during NYSC and all that? You know how these things are. It's not so easy to save, and the little I was able to put together as savings, I used it for to get an accommodation after NYSC, you know, hoping that shortly after NYSC I'm going to get a job. Okay, so I kept applying for jobs, doing all I could. So while I was doing that, I was jobless. I was always staying at home and all of that. Even though I had some skills to use to make money, this girl right here used to be the type that I didn't know how to go around tell people this is what I do. I sell this, I do that. If I had anything I was selling, trust me, if nobody would ask me, I would not tell anybody. I don't know the cause of that. Maybe I felt they were not quality enough, or I didn't just have confidence about those things I was doing then and the things I was selling. I think at some point I was selling hair, the ones I was able to sell, I used the money to eat, you know, and all of that. So without so much back and forth, I was always at home, maybe reading books, hoping that maybe tomorrow I can get called up for an interview, you know, just hoping that something will happen where employment is concerned. So days passed by, and you know, in the bit of surviving, I found myself in some compromising situations. Compromising situations like, you know, I'm a lady, by the grace of God, to an extent I am fair to look upon, you know. So I used to have advances, and somewhere there you feel okay, somebody asks you, let's go out together, let's go see a movie, let's do that. You be like, somewhere there, be like, okay, I'm not really that type, but let me just go. At least somehow, at all, I'll get to eat, because surviving was getting really difficult. When I mean it was getting really difficult. Sometimes no food to eat, you know, and all of that. And men are flocking around you. They want to do all of these things, but you know, nothing goes for nothing. That's the rule. I have come to believe that that's the rule, and I do not have a different opinion yet as to that rule, that nothing goes for nothing. I think that's what rules the world right now when it comes to male and female relationship, except for a few cases, right? But it is so common that you use what you have to get what you want. And somewhere there, it seems usual and common that what I have, or what we have as young ladies, is our body. So we just use our body to get what we want. But for me, that was not the case. Not like I never felt I have my body to use to get what I want. At no point have I felt that way. But you know, you just feel, okay, play along. You will not get to really do anything with this person, but just play along and you get what you want to. But some people are really smart doing that, and some of us are not so smart doing it. So you are not able to see it to the end. Okay, so I got tired of this play along, get what you want, play along, get what you want. So I sat down and I thought to myself, this particular day, I was like, okay, what's the cause of this you finding me finding myself in compromising situations. You know, at the end of the day, you don't really get what you really wanted to get. You can imagine this compromising situation. So I thought to myself, what's the cause of all of this? And the root cause is money. Like somewhere there, you just want to survive. Maybe not for the big hair, maybe not for the things in vogue. You don't, because for me, it's not really about what's in vogue. I want to wear the latest clothes and all of that. At some point, I really wanted that, because the truth is I like fashion, not the flashy kind of fashion though, but I have taste, and my taste is kind of high. I want to wear clothes, I like good clothes, I like good fabrics. I want to wear shoes, I like good shoes, you know, quality shoes. So if I am going to actually use my taste, it is going to be really expensive and it's going to require a lot of money, okay? So I know having this kind of money, if I'm supposed to use my body to get that kind of money, my body will finish. Okay, so I thought to myself, the earlier this stops, the better for me. Okay, if this is not my way, if this way will not work for me, what other way would work for me? So I said, okay, what's the worst that can happen? I don't play along with no man. I don't have a job. How do I survive, you know? This is not my fault that I don't have a job, because I am actually trying my best right now to get a job. I'm applying for jobs, you know. I'm not getting any calls, you know. I'm reading, and there's this mindset that I have that there's always a waiting time for anybody, for everybody. Okay, maybe this is my waiting time, so while I wait, let me get busy. What can I get busy with? I was reading, you know, I would pray, I would spend time studying and all of that. But I have to still eat. Okay, so this particular day, I made up my mind that, okay, the usual way, the common way around is that you use your body to get what you want. That I know that I had people around that do these things, okay, and they're living fine. But I've come to realize this is not my way. Like, this is not my way. So the earlier the better I realized that. The earlier I realized that, the better for me. So I made up my mind that, okay, if people are doing this, I will be different. I just concluded a book that I was reading at that time, No More Shit by Juanita Bynum, okay? And one of the lessons I learned in that book is that no man is your Jehovah Jireh. So you don't have to look up to a man to supply your needs, okay? So God is Jehovah Jireh. So if this applies, like if this is true, then it means God can supply for all of my needs, including food, anything, as long as it's a need, God will supply. I would not say the trust was 100% there, but at that point, I didn't have anything to lose. I was already suffering, so what more can happen, okay? So is it that I suffer more? When I say suffer now, suffering has different levels, okay? But for me, that suffering was a great one for me, because if you're not eating food, you know, maybe you're eating once a day, or you're eating some very ridiculous kind of meal I don't know, but I was suffering. That's the long and short of it. I am the type that will not look up to family members to get by, okay? Because I just felt family members have their own problems, they have their own challenges that they are facing, so let me not bother them with mine, okay? So I feel God is going to cater to me. So I need anything, God, I literally was trusting God for every single thing. How did God, I can't remember how He used to provide for me. I just know that sometimes I don't have food, I'm fine. Sometimes I had food, I even had to give to people. It just used to happen, but God helped me to start, you know, before, when I had advances and I know this is my situation, maybe I just want to play along so I can just, you know, get by. But this time around, God helped me. I don't know how it happened. It was when I made this decision, I had like the most juicy advances ever. Like from men that I know that when you see them, you're with them. I don't think you have need for all these little things. But then it did not even, I can't say I was even tempted. You know, it's another thing when this person comes and you're like, if I follow this person now, my needs will be met, oh, blah blah blah. But this time around, it was like, I don't even know where that courage and strength came from. But what I know is that I made a decision and God saw my heart. I said it out of like a sincere heart, telling God, I don't want to be doing this no more. I just want to be able to trust you and trust you 100%, okay? And somewhere there, I was like, if I keep doing this, God is going to compensate me. You know, God is watching, He will compensate. You know, when you deprive yourself of the normal pleasure that everybody is having, you know, God will just come, compensate you and all of that. So with that expectation, I was like, any man comes, it's a blatant no. You come, you say anything, no matter what you have to offer me, it's a blatant no. And truly, people came around, and the moment, and this period, these ones will come, you know, some people will come and they'll be like, I want to be your friend, but these ones will come and be like, nothing goes for nothing. Be with me and your needs are met. Like, I announced to anybody if I had needs, okay? I didn't announce to nobody, but this period, there was hardly any day that I would go anywhere and I will not find somebody to come and meet me and ask me out. And they just go straight to the point. In my mind, I'm like, no. I'm going to give you like few scenarios, very funny scenarios, very funny and interesting scenarios where, oh God, there was even one that, okay, I'm going to gist in another video, but let me just mention one. This man, I was just walking, I think, it's a long story. I'm going to have to gist in another video. But I have like different scenarios to tell you or to gist you. But I don't know where this trend came from. I just always had that trend to say no, like immediately. Not like, let me play along at the end of the day, blah, blah, blah. No is no. And guess what? The suffering was getting thicker and stronger. I've had somebody tell me, you're too rigid. You're not supposed to be going through all of this. By now you should have a proper, because where I was living then was not really comfortable. Okay, so by now you should have like a good accommodation, you should have like a good job, because these people I was meeting, they are people in those positions where they can easily like fix me if it's job, if it's, you know. But because I was saying no, you know, and me, before you know it, I've blocked you. I'll just block you away on my phone, block your line, you can't reach me again, so that when you even see me, like, have we met? Like, I don't know. Okay, so this kept going on, but I felt as though God is not even seeing this thing, because I was doing it with the mindset that, okay, people are doing it. I like to be unusual, okay? I like to be unusual. I don't want to do things people are doing, especially when it's, you know, it's so common. It's like expected in our society these days. You're a young lady, you are fine, you just want to get what? You should not be suffering now with all of this where you carry. That's what I've heard people say it a lot. But I want to be unusual, and I just left a relationship where my ex told me, you better don't leave me. If you leave me, you have to sleep around for money. If you leave me, you know. So I was always, this was always like coming back to my head, like, he has said it, so it will come to pass. He has said it will come to pass. So coupled with all of this, I did not want to be usual. I didn't want the words, you will sleep around for money, to come to pass. I wanted to trust in God. I wanted to do it differently. Like, I want to succeed, but not with men. I wanted to say, I want to be able to say, God did it, and I will not be deceiving myself. You know, there's a way you can, I'd gone to sleep with a man has maybe bought me a big phone, or got me an accommodation, or a job. Now I come to church, Praise God. Praise the living Jesus. God has done it again. Like, God has done it again. I got a job. God did it. I'm deceiving myself. I had used my body to do it. But I want to be able to say God has done it, and indeed it was God that did it. Okay, so I don't want this video too long. So in the next episode, I'm going to be giving you scenarios of how I was able to say no to these people and how it turned out. Trust me, people, trust me. I am not where I used to be, and to the glory of God that I am not where I used to be, it is void of no man. When I say no man, it doesn't mean that no man is involved, okay? But I did not use what I have to get what I wanted and what I still want. So I'm going to be sharing with you how God helped me. I know there are people that you do some things in your closet, you do some things in the Eden, you do some things you're not really proud of, you can't share with people, you don't even want to remember yourself. It's not like you really want to do it, but somewhere there, yeah, when you sit down and talk to yourself, you know what the root cause is, you know why you're doing these things, and most of the time it is traceable to money. You need money. What's the worst that can happen if you don't get the money from that means? I don't know if you get what I'm trying to say. What's the worst that can happen? Well, I have a good news for you. If you really need it, there's somebody that can provide. It is not far-fetched. It is God. He is Jehovah Jireh. He is the one that can provide all the need that you have. If you're trusting him for something and it's not coming through, maybe you don't need it. That is what I've come to realize in this little journey of my life. This is what I've come to realize. You really trust God for something, you need something, and it's coming to deadline, like, God do this, and you feel God is not coming through and you just want to use your own means. The truth is, if it's not coming through and you have really trusted in God, you really do not need it. God has never left me stranded. I have more than 1 million situations, scenarios to share with you, how I've been in need and God has always come through. Sometimes it feels like God is not coming through, God is not seeing me, but trust me, at the end of it all, I have never, to the glory of God, I have never been stranded. And this is what I want to sell to you, that no matter the need that you have, God is able to see to it. In my next video, I'm going to share with you how God has come through for me in different situations and how I've been able to say no without looking back. Thank you for watching. Share this video with whoever you think needs it. Just share. You might never know who needs it. Okay, so just share, comment. Is there something you want me to talk about? Write in the comment section below, and I'll see you in my next video. Thank you for watching. Bye.